Hello children, welcome back again. So we were in chapter number 6, squares and square roots. So in the last session children, we have started with this chapter. So let us quickly revise what we have done in the last lecture. So we have seen the very important two things we have seen children, that is finding square using identity, and this was the identity which we use, that is a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square, right? So whichever number is given to us, we first bring it in the form of a plus b whole square. That is, if suppose it is given 38, so we used to write 30 plus 8 whole square, right? So and then we used to substitute it in the identity a square plus 2ab plus b square and find the square. So this was the one which we have done children. And the another thing, very important thing which we have in the last session we have covered is Pythagorean triplet, and 2m m square plus 1 and m square minus 1 forms a Pythagorean triplet. So if any number is given to us, if any one member, we used to equate it with 2m and find the value of m, and after getting the value of m, we used to substitute in other two numbers, that is m square plus 1 and m square minus 1, and find the other two numbers from the Pythagorean triplet. So these things we have covered in the last session children. So let us start with our today's topic, that is square roots. So let me brief you about the square root. So if it is 3 square, so it will be, it is 3 is multiplied by itself, and 3 square is 9, and opposite to that we say square root of 9 is 3, right children? The sign of square root is this, right? You can see here on your screen, this is the sign of the square root which you are familiar. And now it is 3 square equal to 9. So square root of 9 is 3. So I hope this is understood. You know this. Now let us see finding the square roots. There are two methods which we are going to learn today, how to find the square roots by repeated subtraction method and prime factorization method. So this is again very important children. Let us one by one see what is this. So first one, let us see repeated subtraction. So finding the square root of a number by repeatedly subtracting successive odd numbers from the given square number till you get 0 is known as repeated subtraction method. So if a number is given to you children, you have to just keep on subtracting the successive odd numbers starting from 1. So that is 1, next one will be 3, next one will be 5. You know the odd numbers, right? So you have to keep on subtracting unless and until you get 0, and then you have to count the steps in how many steps you got 0, and that will be your square root of the given number. So let us quickly see one example children. Now you can see here, find the square root of 64. So 64, I have first started subtracting from 1, and we have to subtract the odd numbers. So you can see here 64 minus 1 is 63. Now whichever number you will get, again you have to subtract the next odd number, that is 63 minus 3. After 1, the next odd number is 3. 63 minus 3 is 60. Whichever number you will get, in from that again you have to subtract the next odd number, that is 60 minus 5, which you will get 55, and you have to keep on doing this until and unless you will get 0. So here you can see at the end we got 15, and 15 minus next odd number is 15 is equal to 0. Now you have to count in how many steps you got 0. So you can see here there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 8 step, so it is 8 square, that is under root 64 is equal to 8. So that will be your answer. I hope this is clear children. Let us move further. So please note, children, make a note. Exercise 6.3, question number 1 and question number 2 is deleted. Okay, so this is, please make a note of that. So let us begin with question number 3. Yeah. So find the square root of 100 and 169 by the method of repeated subtraction. So as we have just now seen, children, how to do it, you have to just whatever the given number, from that you have to keep on subtracting the odd numbers, successive odd numbers starting from 1. So let us begin. You can see, let us see the square root of 100, how to find. So 100 minus 1 is equal to 99. So whatever number you get now, that is 99, minus the next odd number is 3. So 99 minus 3 is equal to 96. So now whatever number you get over here, after subtracting, from that number you have to subtract the next odd number, that is minus 5. So 96 minus 5 will be equal to 91, and so on you have to do unless and until you will get 0. So at the 10th step you can see we got 19 minus 19 is equal to 0. So you have to now count in how many steps you got 0. So that is, you can see we have numbered here, that is step 1, 2, 3 and so on. So at the 10th step we are getting 0. So square root of 100 is 10. You will write here square root of 100 is equal to 10. So I hope this is understood, children. Let us see the number for 169, right? So same, only the thing here I have done horizontal way, there it was the vertical. So whichever you feel easy, I feel vertical will be more better. So you can number it and you can find out easily. So here again you can see we are starting from the given number 169 minus 1. You have to always start with a minus 1 and then subtract the next odd numbers. So 169 minus 1 is 168. 168 minus 3 is 165. 165 minus 5 is 160, and keep on doing unless and until you will get 0. And now you are going to count in how many steps you got 0. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. So hence you can write under root square root of 169 is equal to 30. Easy, children. You have to just subtract successive odd numbers starting from 1 unless and until you get 0, and just count in how many steps you got 0, and that is that number is your square root of the given number. So let us proceed with the next one. So next today what we are going to see is finding the square root by prime factorization method. In these methods, children, these are the steps. First step is, first we divide the given number into its prime factors, and how to do this you have already learned in the previous standard, children, right? So and everybody should aware what are the prime numbers, at least from 1 to 100. Next one is make the pair of similar factors such that both the factors in each pair are equal. Third is take one factor from a pair. Find the product of the factor that obtained by taking one factor from each pair, and then last the product is the square root of the given number. So let us see how actually to solve this. Before that, these are the prime numbers from 1 to 100, children. At least these many prime numbers you should be aware of. So let us start with exercise 6.3, question number 4. So this is the question. Find the square roots of the following numbers by the prime factorization method. In that first one is 729. Now the very first step is you are going to divide 729 by its prime factors. So here, children, you should be also aware of test of divisibilities, which will be easy for you to solve this, right? So if you are aware of that, it is very easy then to find out the factors of the given numbers. So here now you can see 729. I know using the test of divisibility, this is divisible by 3, right? When we add the digits in 729, the number which we get is divisible by 3. So we come to know that the number is divisible by 3. This was the test of divisibilities which you have already learned in the earlier classes. So now 729 divided by 243. Again 243, I know it is divisible by 3. You will get 81 after dividing that by 3. Now 81 also, I know it is divisible by 3. So 3 27s is 81. Again 27 is divisible by 3, that is 3 9s are 27, and 3 3s are 9, and 3 1s are 3. So this is how you divide the given number by their prime factors, which you have already learned in the previous classes, children. Now once you divide this, arrange all the prime numbers, prime factors of the given number. That is, square root of 729 is equal to square root of the prime factors of that number, that is 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. Now what you are going to do is you are going to pair the similar numbers, right? Similar factors. So here I can see 1 pair of 3, 2 pair of 3, 3 pair of 3. So from each pair you are going to take one number. From each pair you are going to take one number. So like that I got here, and you are going to multiply that pairs, right? That numbers. So here 3 into 3 into 3 is 27. So hence square root of 729 is 27, children. I hope this is clear. You will first divide the given number. So this is your first step. Alright. Then write all the factors, here prime factors. Pair the similar factors, and from each pair take one number, right? And then product of that will be the square root of the given number. Let us see one more example, that is question number 2. Number is 400, children. First you will divide the 400 by whatever the prime factors of that number. So 400 units place, if it is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, I know that number is divisible by 2. That is the test of divisibility we have learned earlier. So 400 divided by 2, we get 200. 200 again is divisible by 2. So 200 divided by 2, it will be 100. 100 divided by 2, it will be 50. 50 divided by 2, it will be 25. 25 divided by 5, it will be 5. And 5 ones are 5. So now here these are the factors. Let us arrange them. So 400 is equal to, so there are 1, 2, 3, 4 2's. So you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4 2's, and 2 times 5, that is 5 into 5. Now next step, what we are going to do is we are going to pair it, right? So I can see here 2 into 2, one pair of similar factor. So 1 2 comes out. 2 into 2, so one more 2 comes out. 5 into 5, one more pair, so 5 comes out from that pair. So now we are going to find the product of these factors with the common which we have taken out. So 2 into 2 into 5 is 20. Hence square root of 400 is 20, children. I hope this is clear. Let us see one more example. So it is 1764. Now you can see, children, using this method, it is so easy to find the square root of any 4-digit number, which earlier it was very difficult for you, right? So this method you can find square root very easily. So here it is given 1764. Again at units place it is 4, so I know it is divisible by 2. So 1764 divided by 2, I'll get 882. Again at units place I can see 2, so it is divisible by 2. So 882 divided by 2, I get 441. 441 divided by 3. Now how I'll come to know this is divisible by 3? 4 plus 4, 8. 8 plus 1, 9. And my test of divisibility of 3 says that when you add all the digits in the given number, if the sum is divisible by 3, then the whole number is divisible by 3. So 441 is divisible by now 3. So 441 divided by 3, I'll get 147. Again similarly, using the test of divisibility, 147 divided by 3, I'll get 49. And 49, I know it's a 7 square. So 7 sevens are 49 and 7 ones are 7. So once you get all the factors, now you have to here arrange it. That is, a square root of 1764 is equal to square root of 2 into 2, 3 into 3 into 7 into 7. Now you are going to the similar factors, right? So here I can see one similar factor, 2 into 2, so 1 2 comes out of the square root. 3 into 3, so 1 3 comes out. 7 into 7, so here 1 7 comes out. Now very children, here you will not write square root, right? Because now pay your attention here. Suppose I write 2 square, right? It is 4, but under root of 4 is nothing but 2. So 2 into 2 square root is equal to 1 2 outside. So in the next step, you are just taking out the from each common pair, you are taking one number out of the square root. So once you have done here, 2 into 3 into 7 you will get, and then product of that is 42. Hence square root of 1764 is 42. So I hope children now at least you understood what is the method. So this fourth, I am just showing you the slide. I would suggest that you by yourself you try this at home and then check the slide once again and check your answer. So that will be a practice for you children. So I am just showing you the slide. I will not explain it. By your own and check the answer. So this is the fourth one, that is square root of 4096. So fifth one is 7744. Alright. This again you have to try by your own these sums and check your answer children. I am just showing you the answers of this. Again question number 6 is 9604. So how to find out? First find out the factors, then make the pair of the similar factors. Take one factor from each pair and find the product of it, and you will get the square root of the given number. And this is the seventh one, that is 5929. So today's home assignment children, exercise 6.3, question number 4, 8th, 9th and 10th is your home assignment. Again it will be a good practice for you children for the same method, that is prime factorization method. So solve it, okay. Revise all the test of divisibilities once again. It will be very helpful for you children to find the prime factors of even number. So that's it for today. We will stop over here. So next in the next session we will again continue with our next topics. So thank you children.